Welcome back, guys. So in this video we're going to start texturing and baking the maps for the divider. So let's import it, and this should be nothing new to you guys how to go about doing that. So let's make our way to the low poly and just grab that model. Let's hit OK. Now we can go to texture set settings, go to bake mesh maps, change this from 512 to 4K. Let's locate our high poly divider. Go down, let's change the frontal distance to 0.24, the same as the rear distance. Now we'll change the anti-aliasing from none to 8x8, and we can bake mesh maps. Alright guys, now that that's done, let's hit OK, and let's go to the layers panel. And what I'm going to do for this is make this entire thing the base color orange, that same orange we've been using for the previous model. So we'll go down to Smart Materials, scroll down to select that orange plastic glossy material, and we'll drag and drop this on our model. And let's go to the folder drop down, and I want to toggle off the dust and dirt or stains, and then let's go back to the top, and that looks good. So let's change this name to base color. Next, we're going to scroll up and select that sci-fi fabric material that we've been using as well. I'm going to drag and drop this, and let's hit the drop down folder, and I want to change this first material here to an orange. So we'll drag this down. I think we can get a little darker orange. So somewhere around here. If we don't like the color, we can always change it here in a sec. Now we'll go down to the base color and make this black. And let's scroll back up to the top, and let's go to the mask layer and go to hex. Scroll up, and we'll change the UV transformation scale and make that a little bit bigger. So somewhere around here looks good. Actually, I'll make this a little bit smaller. So this looks fine right there. I'm going to change this orange and make it a little bit more orange because it's selling as yellow right now. And this looks perfect. Now let's go back to the mask and go to hex. And where it says grayscale, let's change this scale to make it a little bit darker and take down the blur. Now we can go back and close this folder. And let's right click and add a black mask. And as I add a black mask, I want to go to this mirror icon here above and toggle that on. And when you toggle it on, it splits it right down the middle vertically, but we want this to split down the side. So we'll go to the options panel here, and we'll change it from mirror X to mirror Z. And now you see we have what we're looking for. So anything we do on this side is mirrored on the back end. So now that you understand that concept, we can work on this half of the model. And I made time lapses depending on time. So we can hit tab on the keyboard to make this viewport a little bit bigger. This looks pretty good, but there's something else that I want to do to this, and I want to add like a silver outlining around here just to add some more diversity to this. So I'll hit tab to exit out of that giant viewport, and I'll select this new paint layer. I'll go to materials, select my aluminum material, and I'll scroll down to the color, and I'll just make it more of a blue tint to it. Now I can go back in the tab. I'll do a quick outline guys, now that we're done with that, we are actually done texturing this model. I think this turned out fairly good. Nice and simple. So let's export these textures out. File, export textures. Go to my low poly folder. Create a new folder. Divider underscore textures. Output template will be Unreal Engine 4 packed. My size will be 4096 4K. And I can export this. And while that's doing its magic, I'm going to open up another folder and drag that low poly inside of there. I'll grab my divider low, drag it into the divider textures. And I'll get rid of the MTL file. And we're done, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.